So at this point, the playbook that companies in Hollywood like to use whenever they try to release a movie is pretty evident. We already know what a lot of these companies are going to do and how they're going to come out with their marketing campaigns, the PR teams, how they spin certain things. It's the same story given to us over and over and over again. They're going to mention something that has to be based within political ideology or something based within identity politics. This is something that we've seen over and over and over, and we're going to continue to see it. And now with the Blue Beetle, we now have the actress Susan Sarandon that reveals her character is the white military industrial complex bad guy. Now, the funny thing is, when we did the trailer reaction to Blue Beetle, I specifically said, oh, look, it's the evil white woman trope. And I was saying that jokingly, even though I kind of did mean it, but ultimately I was saying that jokingly. And now it's funny to see Susan actually come out and confirm what I was saying as a joke initially, that she's supposed to represent the typical bad white woman. So let's see what this article has to say. So it says, actress Susan Sarandon discussed the upcoming Blue Beetle movie back in September, where she revealed that her character is not only the villain of the film, but she's specifically representative of the white military industrial complex. Guys, before we continue with this video, please, it's been helping me out a lot. Consider liking this video. If you guys like this video, it will help push out the video and help us fight the YouTube suppression that we fight every single day. It says, during an appearance on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Sarandon discussed the film. She began saying, what's fabulous about Blue Beetle is that it's the first Latin... Oh, fuck, man. She just... Oh, God, you just had to go with the Latinx stuff. Oh, God. Again... It's only white people that use this term. I know a lot of people love to say, oh, Hispanic scholars were the first ones to use this term. That's bullshit, okay? This is what white liberal politics tries to convince you is the truth, and they don't use it. Most Latinos do not use it. Probably 1% or less use Latinx, and the 1% that do use it are ultimately probably in California or something along those lines. If you use Latinx in a Latino household, you will be laughed at. You will probably be slapped with all forms of objects, including a slipper. There's no reason to believe otherwise. A chancleta is going to be coming your way if you try to use Latinx in any manner or shape or form in a Hispanic household. I'm just telling you the truth. But of course, you're going to have white liberals come out and try to convince you that it's a real term. And when people like Susan use the term, it's an insult to every single Hispanic out there who she's trying to reference. But anyway, it says, it's the first Latinx hero that has his own movie. Even better, all of the Mexican, because his family is Mexican and all the actors were Mexican, and it's in Spanish, so it's subtitled. Oh, Jesus Christ. She there shared details about her character, Victoria Cord. I'm, of course, the bad guy. I'm the white military industrial complex. So I had a fabulous time because there's nothing better than being bad, she added. It's possible Sarandon's character takes inspiration from Jarvis Cord, the uncle of Ted Cord, who was the second Blue Beetle in the comics behind archaeologist Dan Garrett. In Secret Origins Volume Number 2, it's revealed that Ted Cord unwittingly aided his uncle in the creation of an android army programmed to do his uncle's will. Jarvis Cord planned to use the android army to take control of not just the world, but the universe, believing he would obtain absolute power. The official description for Blue Beetle reads, recent college grad Jamie Reyes returns home full of aspirations for his future, only to find that home is not quite as he left it. As he searches to find his purpose in the world, fate intervenes when Jamie unexpectedly finds himself in possession of an ancient relic of alien biotechnology, the Scarab. Now, when I did look at the trailer, as I said many times, the trailer wasn't half bad. I would say it's probably average to maybe slightly above average. The CGI looks very video game-like. I've mentioned that a few times. And of course, the whole Batman is a fascist thing just goes to show where they're going to go with their identity politics. The director is a full-on hardcore left-wing psychopath. I have another video coming out about him today, so stay tuned about that, and you guys will see exactly what I'm talking about. But since the director is that much of a psychopath into identity politics, it's only going to veer into the movie itself. I guarantee you it's going to leak into it little by little, and they may have kept most of it out of the trailer. They let the last little bit sneak in because they couldn't help themselves, but I guarantee you this movie is going to have a lot of identity politics into it at some point. They're probably going to use a Latinx term, which is going to make me absolutely laugh my ass off when I see people talk about it. I'm not going to be watching this movie personally, but I will laugh when I see reviews. And if anybody tells me that they use Latinx in it, I I don't even know what. I'm just going to roast it nonstop, I'm telling you. It says, when the Scarab suddenly chooses Jamie to be its symbiotic host, he is bestowed with an incredible suit of armor capable of extraordinarily and unpredictable powers, forever changing his destiny as he becomes a superhero Blue Beetle. It concludes. Now, this particular still shot is from the trailer, and I've mentioned time and time again that this looks like a video game, right? Like, the CGI in this actual movie is not very good. Like, it's got to be, it's definitely better than like She-Hulk, without a doubt. I don't think anything's going to be as bad as She-Hulk, but it's not very movie-like. It just seems like it's out of like a cutscene from Injustice. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it seems. It is directed by Angel Manuel Soto, based off a screenplay by Gareth Dunnett Alcacer. Blue Beetle arrives in theaters on August 18th of 2023. So again, guys, this particular movie was directed by this gentleman right here, Angel Manuel Soto. That man is absolutely insane in every way imaginable. I don't know how else to put it other than that. This guy is crazy. Okay, crazy. He has hardcore TDS. His Twitter feed is nothing but politics. This man is going to put in identity politics into this movie, especially since he was making this movie during the initial regime. If you guys are aware, this is a Walter Hamada movie. This is not a James Gunn movie. And I know a lot of people out there don't understand the difference, but Walter Hamada was making something totally different from what James Gunn is going to be making. And James Gunn, I would guarantee you, is going to be putting in some sort of Marvel-esque formula into the actual movies that he's going to be making. But we will see a little bit of that in this particular movie as well, because I think overall DC was going in that direction anyway. Walter Hamada, when he was making this movie, you can kind of see the influence that Marvel-esque movies or their formula was having on DC's product as well. So don't be surprised to see more of this. It has a typical Marvel humor and it's really terrible. That's one thing I hated about the trailer. But overall, I am not going to be super excited about this movie's reviews. I will watch people obviously review it and I will talk about it if there's anything else to talk about. But ultimately, it's just a movie that's going to come and go. And that's pretty much what most DC movies are like. They come, they go, nobody really cares. Nobody really talks about them after they air. The last time I heard of a movie that was talked about from DC for a very, very long time was probably The Joker. The Joker, when that movie came out, was being talked about a lot for a very long time. Everything else kind of came and went. Shazam came and went, and obviously nobody cares. That movie completely bombed, and I have a feeling that Blue Beetle is going to be the exact same thing. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy, and if you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.